looking at the differences between a university MOOC, for example, and a high school MOOC, we asked the question, well, what would a high school MOOC look like? And to answer that, we looked at some of the differences between universities and high schools. In a university environment, you've got the classic triad of the reading, the lecture, the seminar, or prac. In a high school, you don't have that. Material is far more mediated for students. You don't just throw a textbook at students. The teacher mediates that material, that content for the student. Classrooms tend to have tasks, activities, projects, assignments, in which the teacher is very involved in mentoring and providing a lot of scaffolding. When it comes to lectures, you don't really have lectures, although teachers do talk too much. And when it comes to seminars and so forth, well, those are in-class discussions. Now, in the university MOOC, what you tend to get is lectures, quizzes, and then assignments, which are then peer assessed simply because the professor doesn't have enough time to assess everything. When looking at what should go into a high school MOOC, we decided that what you need really is to mirror that extra scaffolding that you find in high schools. And how do we propose to do that? Central to the high school MOOC design then was a mentoring model. That model is based on skills ladders. So, for example, in the performance of any task, there will be some students who have already successfully completed a part of the task and those who haven't. This could be reflected in a gamified way, for example, by recognizing different levels of student, level 1, level 2, etc., and saying that the level 2 student, for example, is able to mentor a level 1 student. Given the fact that we predict a sort of rolling start to any course, so there's no fixed beginning and an end to a course, what would happen is that as you move through the course and progress in levels using a gamified system, say, part of your responsibilities, part of your requirements for the course completion would be that you are mentoring a group which is one level below you. This kind of inbuilt mentorship, we believe, would lead to the creation of a MOOC which is rather more social constructivist in its pedagogy rather than constructivist. In other words, it uses sort of Vygotskian educational theories rather than those based on Piaget, which have dominated the MOOC market to date.